John Harville writes, "Hey guys, I absolutely love the show. Been hooked for a couple of months. Easiest hour of my workday. My question about Brandon Routh. I think he had a bad rap after Superman Returns. I thought he was great as Supes, and with the future of DC movies, do you think they could find another role for him? Flash, Green Lantern, Bizarro? Could we see him as someone other than Superman?"
No. No, not in the DC universe anyway. You've already used that actor. You can't go back and use him again. I mean, there's nothing stopping them if they wanted to. And I like Brandon Routh, actually, very much. I've liked him in everything. I liked him for his recurring character that he had in Chuck. I really liked him in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And I loved him as Superman. I thought he was the true heir apparent to the Christopher Reeve style Superman. Actually, one of the criticisms that he always got was he was too much like Christopher Reeve. But if you were saying that was the continuation story of that Superman, he was the perfect guy for it. And I thought he did a great job. And unfortunately, I think he caught the blame for a lot of the complaints that people had about the movie as a whole, whereas I thought he was just a terrific Superman. I really, really do. But they've used him in that universe, even though this is a new Superman, and I don't think they'll go back to it. I hope he has a great career. I hope he gets more opportunities because I think he's an ace talent. And I got to tell you this story. Back in the day, I used to run another movie website called The Movie Blog, which is kind of where I got my start in movie blogging. And we were talking about this one story that came out, this rumor that was going around that I heard was absolutely true. And that was that the executives at Warner Brothers, while looking at the dailies, for those of you who know what the dailies are, the director and the execs can look at footage shot on any given day and just keep up to date with how the film's progressing. So they're looking at some dailies while they're shooting the film. And one, as the rumors go, Warner Brothers executive said, the bulge in this guy's pants is a little bit too noticeable. And they went about the process then of saying, go into post and digitally reduce the size of his bulge. Mm-hmm. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't need to lay this out for you. So digitally reduce the size of the bulge. So me and the guys on this other movie show I used to do, we started laughing. Ha, ha, ha. It's like, wow, you got to feel good about yourself when a studio says they got to reduce the size of your package. And then we started joking, well, I guess you could say that Brandon Routh is the total package. That man, and then so that evolved, right? And so when we said that Brandon Routh was the total package, that's like the height of greatness, right? So then we developed a whole new way of rating movies. So for years, we didn't rate movies 1 to 10. We had a rating system on the movie blog that we called No, which is no, don't go see it. Go, yeah, go see it, you might like it. And Routh, which meant this movie is the total package. Wow. So that was our rating system. No, go, or Routh. So for, such and such, so for Fast and Furious 2, we give this one out of a no-go, and Routh, we give it a no, or whatever. And if you gave it a Routh, that was the total package. So there was a totally pointless story. Anyway,
entertaining.
Is there a way, could you bring Brandon Routh back into a DC universe?
Only as a character called the Total Package. And actually, a friend of mine worked on the Superman Returns thing, and I believe that rumor is true. So I honestly, I don't think there's a way to bring Brandon Routh back. I mean, it would just be really strange to have him play the Flash, and then Ryan Reynolds is playing, Martian Manhunter. Everyone swaps around. It would just be. I think he did his job as Superman, and look how many Supermans there's been.
Yeah.
There's been like 10 or 15 different people playing the character Superman since he was created 75 years ago, and there's going to be more. So that's just how it is. So I mean, he was cast as Superman. He played it. Now he's moving on. He's going to play other characters. Sorry. He's not going to be a DC character. No, that's my guess.
I agree, and I don't think they should. As much as I love him, I hope he gets other opportunities. But, he's been a character now in the DC universe. Let's move on from that.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.